Shaking MP. MP, you're my favorite player, man. Oh.
Just visit our ticket booth or see website. Just reminder folks to make sure to be here for our figurine giveaway. Come to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot, Pierre the Pelican.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action. Well, at this point of the season, Richard, we're starting to get an idea of who the championship contenders might be.
To some degree, we already had an idea before the year began. Now we're starting to get confirmation, barring any unforeseen shakeup.
And a storyline for MP over this stretch of the season. He's trying to outperform against his matchup each time out. We know that when MP executes that, it can be a pivotal aspect of the team's success.
You know, I can definitely say that he's been getting after these matchups, and whether he'll tell you the names on his list or not, we can see the look in his eyes when that gauntlet is thrown.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. They've got Mo Wagner. Chris Dunn is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Yabusele in at the power forward position. Here's Yabusele, pass to McCain, 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, it's tipped, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's the Cobra. About a minute into this first quarter. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Williamson. Here's the Cobra. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Murray. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Oubre. Here's McCain. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Now Oubre. Pass to Wagner, and that one is stuffed right through.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Fires from the wing, and he hits the jumper. He's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Wagner. Got it, despite fading back a bit. Wagner's got his second bucket of the night. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently, they have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Dunn, the pass to Wagner. Pass to McCain. Let's go with a three. Tipped. Here's the Cobra, defended by Wagner. The Cobra passes to Murray. Here's Misi. To the middle. Here's the Cobra, defended by Dunn. And they pick up two.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
'76ers trail by 5. Pass to Wagner. Tipped away. Here's McCain. Takes it inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
No fooling around right there, B.A. He just gets to the rim and punches it down.
How about his defender? Just playing it safe. Didn't want to make a play on the ball or the man that time. The Cobra can't hit.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Here's Oubre. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Murphy. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And that one falls for Oubre. And so he makes both from the line. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Williamson outside. Here's the Cobra. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable. The three is up. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oubre passes to Dunn. Wagner, and the Cobra pulls it down. New Orleans in the lead. Inside, here's Murray. Up and in on the layup.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for the Sixers. The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Back to Dunn. Trent right side. Pass to Dunn. Here's McCain. The three. Misi grabs the board. Deflects the pass. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. And with New Year's fast approaching, let's see our power rankings for an idea of how everyone's year is looking. You look at Portland, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, right now for the Pelicans, they really came out swinging this year, putting to rest all of the doubts about their abilities. Now we'll see if they can maintain that energy.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Trent from long range. Misi grabs the board. And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 3-point lead. Pass to Misi. Here's the Cobra. Here's Murray. The shot, no good. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Here's McCain. The quick look, no good that time.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Here's Trent. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Here's Yabusele. No points so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McCain. And that one's good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Done with a steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Yabusele, covered by Williamson. Here's the pick. Trent from long range. And the Cobra pulls it down.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see the highest scoring. '76ers trail by 7. So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Gary Trent is out there with Walker. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Edwards. And it's Bona in at the 5 spot. Pass to Murray. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Oh, the power of Zion.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
That's tipped. Here's the Cobra. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Bona. Walker for 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the Cobra. They set the screen. Now here's Murray. Now Williamson, 5 to shoot. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
Last season, they just couldn't find a winning strategy against this squad.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He had 39 points, and his defense stood out as well, with a number of impressive steals on the night. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Walker finds Oubre. Will it go? And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, do you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And there's a pick. Murray from outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Walker. Blocked! And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Here's Walker. Pass to Bona. Outside Oubre. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Williamson. Some solid defense from Edwards.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Walker for 3. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
With the drive.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And the 76ers making a change here.
Personal foul. Second team foul. 76ers substitution. Number 45.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Bona. Trent outside. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up. And he knocks the jumper down. Trent's gotten his second bucket of the game. Down low. Here's the Cobra. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Williamson. Clock at 6. Here's Misi. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Misi's got 4 points this quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Now Trent takes the three. On target from range.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
And they double up Williamson. Murray. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
It's fun to watch a crafty player like DeJounte Murray who uses a blend of speed and smarts to make trouble on both ends of the floor.
Trent's shot is off.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's the Cobra. Wow! Zion! Mercy!
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Here's McCain. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass, pounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second chance points.
The offensive rebound. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And here's New Orleans now. At one point, they led by 16. 6 to shoot. Murray for three. Philadelphia grabs the miss. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score. After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
The Cobra can't hit.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Pass to McCain. Trent with it. Here's McCain. Fires the three. And the 76ers another three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs. Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
76ers trail by 12. Pass to McCain. Now done. Here's Yabusele. They set the pick. Trent from long range. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Jones finds Vassell. Here's the Cobra. He has 7. And it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Philadelphia has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. A nice shot by McCain.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Murray passes to Vassell. Here's the Cobra. Murray inside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Murray's got 8 points.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Here's McCain. He's got 12. Wagner with a screen. 4-3. McCain shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Hawkins is checked in for DeJounte Murray. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre's checked in. 76ers trail by 13. Pass to Dunn. Here's McCain, defended by Jones. The three is up. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 11 points in the quarter.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Jones, the pass to Vassell. And there's the screen. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kelly Oubre picks one up. And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
And that's the risk you run when you leave him in with 2 fouls.
Dunn left side. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. At one point, they led by 16.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Jones. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Beyond the arc. Shot is off. He's 5 for 12. The Pelicans lead by 12. The Cobra passes to Jones. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Jones has gotten his 2nd bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Oubre. This one for 3. Rebounded by New Orleans. The Cobra's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's a screen. 15 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Vassell outside. And the jumper from the wing offline.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back after this word.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up at
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
And let's move on. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's the Cobra in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Here's Dunn. Still without a bucket. Outside Oubre. To the inside. Yabusele hooked that.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And the Pelicans with possession here. 11-point game. Picked by Williamson. The Cobra passes to Williamson. So good down low. Williamson.
And Zion living up to his full potential tonight. He can be a terrifying matchup when he's playing with energy.
Here's Oubre. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. And that one falls for Oubre.
Kelly Oubre Jr. taking 2 shots.
So Oubre nails them both. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Misi, defended by Wagner. Here's the Cobra. Here's Williamson. Oh, a power move! Zion!
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim. That's number 4 on him. He's still got a little wiggle room, but if he picks up a 5th, that could be a problem.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Pass to McCain for 3. Philadelphia with another miss. New Orleans leading by 13. Now Murray, defended by Dunn. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Let's take a look at the numbers for DeJounte Murray.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
That one's no good.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Pass to McCain. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Wagner with a screen. 4 on the clock. And another miss by Philadelphia.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Down low. And that one is hammered home.
Unselfish play there by Zion. Moving the ball to another shooter.
And one more foul, and he's out of here.
Timeout called by Willie Green. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A minute 35 left to play in the third. Jones with a screen on Walker. Into the lane. Shot's good by the Cobra.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Outside Walker. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul.
15.
There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Walker for 3. Hits the trifecta. Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
To the middle. Here's Jones. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Snatched away. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
The Pelicans lead by 19. Pass to the Cobra. There's the screen. There's the drive. Here's Hawkins. Outside Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's Trent. From down in the low post, it goes. Trent's got 12 points.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scores.
And so it's New Orleans, up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. Gary Trent is out there with Walker. Then there's Edwards. And it's Webb in at the 4. Trent from long range. He buries it from 3.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Vassell passes to the Cobra. Jones with the ball. Vassell outside. The shot. Rebounded by Trent.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Lets it fly. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 6th rebound on the night. The Cobra passes to Vassell. Takes a 3. And again, New Orleans, no good.
He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
And a quick look at how New Orleans' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they kick off a road trip in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Victor Oladipo and the New York Knicks.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Murray. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
I like how Murray pushes the pace, pulling up for the shot right off the pass.
Trent outside, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Here's the Cobra. Walker covering. Pass to the Cobra. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Their lead could be even bigger right now, but their efficiency from the line has dropped off a little.
And he sinks the second. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The steal. Here's the Cobra. Walker pulls down the board. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Hits a 3-pointer.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Edwards, plenty of space. Yes, great play by Walker to set it up. Walker's got his 3rd assist of the night. To the paint. Here's the Cobra. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there. That's a tough walk back to the showers.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one.
I think that I'm starting to get some respect around the league.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.
game time, MP. You ready to put that work in, MP?
MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season.
I want to do whatever I can to make sure that I'm a...
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every
MP about to tear the roof off.